Today, as our last day sort of around Hefaiston area, we decided to depart and go to a hiking place. And so we're now at the hiking place, and it should be taking us through Slovakia and Poland as well. And so to start out with, we came down to this little place here, and we got to have some of the stream water from that little tap there. So, off to a good start for our hike today. It's kind of hard to make a hike more exciting than just beautiful scenery. So one thing I think I'm going to do is share some of the things that I'm learning in Czech while I've been here during our hike. So to start off, back there were blackberry bushes, and as I walked past someone's yard, a plum fell off the tree. So I've definitely been learning that there's more usage of fruit trees and like other plants in yards, and less of a focus on houses. The houses are still beautiful, but much smaller, and just it's as much as you need so you can go outside more. And I like that. And I got blackberries. For example, right there, I believe those are plum trees, which can be used to make slivovitz if the owner so chooses. Apricots by this house. Since the apricots, we've passed a plum tree and like 3 more blackberry bushes. It's awesome. But also here, I've learned an entirely new style of bedding, as I showed before, which is just like the flat sheet and then comforter folded in half and sitting on top. That's it. Not sure how I like it, but it's definitely interesting, and I may try it for a couple weeks once I get home too. Also, I've learned that it's very easy to travel from country to country. Right there, that's a border stone. They're in the Czech Republic over there. And now I've stepped over. I'm in Slovakia. Behind me here, we have a Slovakian stream. And if I walk up the path a little bit, over there we have the Czech stream. More blackberries up here. Just up from the path a little bit. And so another interesting thing that I've learned while in the Czech Republic is manners. Apparently there's a very specific way you're supposed to eat with a fork and knife, and I guess this happens in America too, just no one ever does it. Everybody's rather particular about that, so. Manners, who would have thought? We've encountered sheep. Hey man, do not eat my finger. That one's so cute. Hang on. Do you want grass? Grass sheep? These sheep are so hungry that they're eating pine trees. He just walked into Poland. There's another one of these markers.
I'm on the Polish side. I'm on the Czech side. I'm on the Polish side. I'm on the Czech side.
And I'm drowning. I'm stuck in between the two. The bridge is out over there, so we're having to take this very steep path over to Slovakia. What are you on?
This is it.
Oh, that's it?
That's Slovakian, yes.
Okay.
I'm in Slovakia.
Yes, right there, down in a stream in the middle of a gorge, we've actually found the real Poland-Slovakia-Czech crossway.
Tri-country border,
Yes.
where all 3 of these wonderful nations come together
Yes.
in one soggy point.
Right behind me, over there, is Poland, and I'm currently sitting in Slovakia. We crossed over the gorge, and doing so reminded me of something else that's very different between the Czech Republic and America, and that would be the usage of fences. In the Czech Republic, generally every house we've been to has some sort of a fence around it, to keep a goat inside or to keep the chickens from running away or just because they want a fence there. But places like the gorge that you could fall into and the path from one edge to the other, no fence. The stream up by the water wheel, or like the entrance to the water wheel over at the one blacksmithing place, no fence. You can just walk over to the water wheel. So it's just really cool. It's like they trust you more to do stuff, and I like it. After climbing a hill, we get a really good view of Poland over there. So Dad, while we're in Poland, I have a question for you that has nothing to do with Poland.
Yay!
What is something that you have learned while in the Czech Republic that's different from America?
The use of cobbles.
The use of cobbles. That is true.
Yes, for parking lots. That way the water runs through the cobbles and actually drains into the ground instead of washing out and going to catch ponds, which we now have to build because the people who have developed the law system in the United States have to make catch ponds, which are always full of green water and grossness.
I would share more differences now between the Czech Republic and America, but I have this whole list of them written out that I was thinking about last night, and I've forgotten what else is on my list. So, for the moment, Jaworzyńca, Poland. I'm going to explore this town a little bit. I've obtained a Polish wheat. This is just for you, Dan. Right on the border between Poland and returning to the Czech Republic is this abandoned hut. Sadly, it's been bolted shut, so I can't get inside, but through the window shows it pretty well. There was a lone krabi in the field, so I came to visit it, and it really likes me. Ahoy, krabi. You can't eat me. You cannot eat me. No. Krabi. And somehow, we just like left the village, and we're back at our car. There was a bit of a gap between getting in the car, leaving from the hiking spot, and now, but we're almost to the Hefaiston castle. It is somewhere beyond those trees atop the mountain.
Yeah, we should do.
So the guy I just showed smithing was, I believe his name is Michal. He's the symposium smith, or the sort of festival smith this year for Hefaiston. And I'm sort of hoping to just look around the castle for the rest of today because it's awesome. This place, my dad told me that the wall, like the outer wall, I guess there's 3 walls, but the outer one is the thickest, like completely solid rock wall in the world, in any castle. And I guess it took until the invention of artillery for this place to actually get taken, because nobody could get through it. So, super cool castle. I'm looking forward to exploring a bit this evening before we set up our tent somewhere over there or there on the walls. It's gonna be a cool couple days. these folks convinced me to come down from my perch on the tower. But I finally get to see Dad's sculpture that he made here, how many years ago?
4?
4. That he made here 4 years ago in 5 days with no power tools. Pretty much by himself. This thing is awesome.
Right? Yeah, we forged all this taper by hand.
Go. Let go. Ready?
The tent is being set up.
Almost.
I'm missing the clasp. Wait.
You did the same thing,
It's here,
honey.
it's here. Oh, I missed another one. There it is.
You can do it, Dad.
Another one.
Wait
for it.
Do you need help?
Of course I need help.
Hey, you did it!
Wait.
Huzzah!
Hey!
There you go.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Super. Look at that. It's huge.
We're literally sleeping on the castle wall. Like, where I showed our tent being set up is directly on the castle wall here. This is so cool. This is the coolest thing I've done while in the Czech Republic. I've got an entire castle back here. Because I'm a volunteer, I can explore any part of it I want. There's, a picture is worth 1,000 words, so I think I'm just going to try and do the best I can during the next 2 days to show as much of this place off as possible, because from what I've seen so far, it's amazing.